global transmedia storytelling is a new kind of vanguard technique for telling stories that utilize multiple media platforms. Any artist, any producer, any publisher can work with a team to tell a story that moves across multiple media platforms in such a way that when combined you get this incredible narrative tapestry. It's a new form of telling stories, but it's a very, very potent one. Last time I checked, publishers publish books. Book-centric thinking is spectacular because that is the driving platform for story. Print is not dead. I'm not that Jeff Gomez. To me, print is the architecture for fictional universes, wonderful narrative worlds that can then be extended across multiple media platforms. So the point that I'm making here at Tools of Change is that publishers need to embrace this notion and share in its success by cultivating the stories and preparing them for extension across these different platforms. Well, first of all, I'm not an advocate for every single story to be told in book form to suddenly go dashing off into every single media platform. Not everything is a story universe. But I think that there is a subset in publishing of the kinds of stories that lend themselves to vast narratives. And I believe that publishers can form divisions or sections within their organizations that cultivate talent and work with that talent to lay down the basic rules, laws, characters, mythologies of these story worlds so that not only the novels roll out, but the rest of the entertainment industry can understand what these novels are about and work with the publisher to develop these story extensions. I believe that there are very few publishers that currently exist that can get up and start dealing with all kinds of different media platforms and entertainment businesses outside of book publishing. However, I don't think that they need necessarily to stay isolated. I think that there are a couple of tactics that publishers can and ought to use to make sure that the intellectual property is shepherded across these different platforms and that the publisher take a share in the equity of the success of those incarnations, these entertainment extensions. To do that, they're only either going to have to develop an expertise in-house, a stronger and stronger one, not one that simply is able to pick a story and say, okay, that would make a good movie. But no, a genuine expertise for whether a story world has the potential to break out across all these different platforms. Or a publisher is going to have to recruit a transmedia producer, which is a new kind of creative and technical person who can form a bridge between the publisher and all these different business factions. Transmedia producers are just getting started right now, but they're going to proliferate in the coming years. And once they do, you're going to start to see enormous successes with the joining of the producer, the creative, like the writer, the publisher, the movie company, the video game publisher, etc. It's going to really be amazing.